What's up, y'all? If my calendar is correct, that means it is Wednesday night. I'm going to look at my calendar real quick, y'all. Yeah, it's Wednesday. What's going on, y'all? I'm the Motivator, Joshua J. Waverly. Welcome to another great edition of Motives with the Motivator. Y'all, it has been an uphill week, but thank God be the glory that we're here, right? Y'all, I'm so excited to be back with you guys. We've been gone for the last 2 weeks, right? But we are back, and we are in full effect. We're still working on getting some other stuff in place. We got an amazing show for you guys tonight. Let me see if I got pictures up. One of my favorite couples is in the building tonight. The DJ Power couple of DJ Viva, the Diva, and my boy DJ Amp. They're going to be in the building later on to talk to us about relationship music and how they are able to really build an empire of music while doing what they do in the world of DJing. And y'all, I'm grateful for them. We got a lot to talk about. I do know you guys seen on our social medias that we were supposed to have 2 guests on the show as well. We have to reschedule them, so my apologies for that. But let's get in real quick and talk about our amazing sponsors that we have that keeps this show going. Of course, we have to thank Hollywood Grill and Food Truck, 205-580-3140, where you too can be a star. Please tell Abdul that I sent you guys that way. Of course, this is Motives with the Motivator, a podcast to educate, enlighten, empower, sharing information to help you to reach your full potential. What's up to all my streaming podcasting websites? Beard Extent. Somebody tell Ashley Nicole I still need that new logo from her. But Beard Extents, y'all, I actually have my Beard Extents on today. Check me out. Hey, can't tell me nothing today. Can't tell me not a lick. But we are grateful for them. Myers Treats, Ultimate Treats and Lemonade. Stephen Myers and his beautiful wife are always serving us some great lemonade and some great treats for us. And that is Myers Lemonade. All right, my boy, James, Fred, and I are still, we decided to keep this deal going on of a special deal shopping right now. You can get a digital billboard and video commercial. Let me tell y'all real quickly. Jump on this soon because I have some major news coming soon. So you want to jump on this deal very, very, very soon. Very soon. All right. And simplytransport.com. Listen, I love this. It's Simply Love on this, y'all. It's an amazing organization company. Our community's premier assistant transportation partner. Contact Jane Jordan. Let her know that the Motivator sent you. She's amazing in making sure that you guys get to point A to point B. Want to talk about my good friend Rodney Davis, business planning, estate planning, family law, probate. You want to reach out to Rodney at rdavislawoffice.com, 205-578-1597. You want to reach out to him. Let them know that the Motivator sent you that way. All right. As you guys know, we don't do endorsements, but we do allow you to advertise. So Keith O. Williams, y'all, is running for City Council District 6. Keith is definitely interested in you guys talking to him, so you can reach out to him. Once again, we do not do endorsements, but we do allow you to come on the show, or we do allow you to advertise on the show. All right. Dr. LaTracy McDonald has a new book out called Faith, Inspirational Project. Make sure you reach out to her. You can find her on Facebook, Instagram, all those great streaming websites. Need you guys real quickly to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Like, comment, subscribe, and share right now. Once again, I'll say it again. We do not do endorsements, but we do allow you to advertise and do guests. Lunny Malone, District 7 City Council. Now it's the time, August 24th, 2021. We demand better. You can check him out at www.lunnymalonedistrict7.com. All right. All right, so that's all we got on sponsors tonight, right? Yeah. Yeah. All right, cool. All right, yo, we got some talking to do. And I decided to call in the squad. Y'all know who they are. They get on my nerve every time they hear, but they are interested in conversation. So we're gonna do hot topics, y'all. And tonight we're gonna be talking about. I want to talk to y'all about a gentleman that that has been making news, and apparently, he has recently been made Donkey of the Day. Um, this brother here, this brother right here. Listen, I don't know what to say about this brother. Look, I'm gonna show y'all a picture that has made him famous right now, and I'm looking forward to having this conversation and what we can do. What this conversation really is about. I want to use this picture here. Well, yeah, we're gonna use that. All right. So he is relationship. He's a relationship guru, according to his social media and the things they saying. I want real quickly to know we're not bashing. We're just talking about it. So his name is Derek Jackson, right? I think that's his name. This guy right here, Donkey of the Day. That's his wife, who he recently had an affair on, and we're gonna talk about it right now. But I have to bring in the squad to talk about this. First off, he is one of the hosts of Red Cup Conversation. He is one of our premier panelists when we do some hard-hitting conversation. You guys know him as Big D. I know him as my pain in the, Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Fred to the show. Fred, what up, brother?
What's happening, everybody? What's going on? What's happening?
All right. And of course, we can't do this without the other co-host of Red Cup Conversation. Another part of my headache. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show, the lady herself, Bianca. What up, B?
Hey, y'all.
All right. So, y'all, we're going to get into this conversation. Tonight, we got a jam-packed show. Kendra, DJ Viva and DJ Amp will be with us in just a little while. But we're going to have a conversation about some hot topics, starting off with this guy here. Are you guys familiar with the story?
Yes. Yeah, I'm familiar with that clown.
All right, so D, go ahead and start us out. What give us the foreground on this story.
Well, basically, what has happened is this is a guy that used to slam dudes about what they do and tell ladies, how to handle their relationships and how real men don't cheat and all of this stuff here. And come to find out, homeboy has been cheating on his wife. And the mistress dropped all the little information, and he had to go and do the little I'm sorry video and all of this stuff here. And I mean, he's a hypocrite. That's what I call him. He's a hypocrite because he he said all of this stuff about what men do, what men don't do, what men should and shouldn't do, and he's out there doing exactly what he's saying men don't do, which is cheat. Then he get his wife on video for the little apology, looking like a whole McDonald's Happy Meal, sitting there, holding a hand. And what I come to understand, there's not a bonnet that's on her head. It's some kind of little scarf, but it looks like a bonnet. And he's referring to himself in the third person, like he's talking about somebody else who did all of this cheating, and it was him. And He's a hypocrite. Point blank simple. I mean, that's about all I can say about it.
All right, so let's have this talk first. Me and you as brothers. So
Bring
he,
it.
so he pretty much said, you know what? Uh, hey, real men don't cheat, but he cheated. So does that equate you with being not a real man?
Man, that's what I'm saying. You saying what real men do and don't do, and you're running around cheating with multiple women. I mean,
Right.
and I mean, I saw part of the apology video, and I was just like, wait a minute. So you're referring to yourself in the third, you like you're talking about somebody else that's doing this cheating, and you holding your wife's hand, and you remember some years back when they did that ABC special interview with Mike Tyson and Robin Givens,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and how Mike Tyson was sitting there looking like a whole fool while she was sitting there talking about him.
Right.
Well, that's how his wife was looking. His wife was looking like a whole fool while he sat there and basically categorized all these different women that he was sleeping with.
No,
And she stood there, huh?
go ahead. Go ahead.
No, and she was sitting there like she was high or something. And I'm looking at this video and I'm sitting there going, okay. But then the backdrop to all of this story is apparently this has all transpired over a whole entire year.
Mm-hmm.
And it was where she found out, she left him, she filed for divorce. He's apparently gotten saved, and she forgave him. They back together and whatever, but it just didn't look right. It really
Yeah.
didn't.
So here's my take on this. First off, let me give a big shout out to Bishop Frederick Hardy Sr., who is watching. Bishop, what's going on? All right, so here's my question. First off, who are you trying to convince that your relationship is being fixed or you forgave or you trusting God? Are you convincing the public or are you convincing yourself? Because I seen a video she did recently where it's like sister girl was trying to have a come to Jesus moment in this whole conversation. Good evening, Marcus. Are you? So is she trying to convince? Are they trying to convince the public or themselves? Part two of that is, man, listen. I ain't never ever seen no dude hold a woman hand that tight like that. Like he was scared to let her go, like she was gonna backslap him or something. I was like,
Yeah,
he kept doing like this. I was like, yeah, Nico, don't let that hand go. Don't let that hand go. But
I'm.
I'm just wondering.
What you
I was
wondering?
just wondering, like, who were they trying to convince, the public or themselves?
You know what? I'm looking at the situation like this. He he made a living basically taking the insecurities of women and what their men do and trying to make them feel better about whatever the situation was. So now he is the very same person who he was telling these vulnerable, insecure women what their men are not, and and he became the same person. So now, it's a matter of, hey, I gotta recoup this some kind of way. I got to get my followers back because I don't think this is going to work out if I don't. And I mean, it was straight up out of PTL with Tammy Faye Baker and Jim Baker. It was, oh man, it was crazy, man. I promise you. And I didn't even watch the whole video because um if hey, my situation and my take on the whole thing is, if she like it, I love it. If she don't have a problem with it, I don't see why anybody else should have a problem with it because in the end, that's their marriage,
Right, absolutely.
and it is what it is.
So I guess I was upset at the fact that not really upset because it's not my relationship. I have no dog in the fight. It's the fact that like the same hour, like a few hours after they did that video, he comes up with this video of him sitting in his truck watching the video that they just recorded. But in the caption, he's trying to sell his book. So my question is, once again, somebody please answer this. Anybody that's watching in television land, and those that are listening, please send your comments to us. Like, who are you convincing? Are you trying to convince the public or are you trying to convince yourselves? Who are you trying to convince? Like,
He's trying to
like I
convince the
said,
public.
he was selling his book. So I wish I could interview his wife. I have so many questions.
Man, look, it's like this here. He is trying to save face because he now realizes he's about to lose millions. I mean, he was making millions off the insecurities of women. And the sad part about it is all of the comments that I've seen on the Blue app, all the comments I've seen on the Bird, which is Twitter, I'm sitting here and looking at the women bash her and they're protecting him. And I'm like, okay, but he is the one. Now let's get some behind the scenes facts. Here we go.
Right.
Now, she apparently, like I said, once she found out, she left him and she filed for divorce.
Took the kids with him.
Took the kids with her. Now, who's to say while she was basically separated from him that she wasn't out doing the same thing he was doing? Who's to say?
Well, I don't know, Doc, because she looked like that type that's scared to even move without getting permission. I'm just being real.
Well, she can't be that scared if she left and packed up the kids and left. She can't be that scared. You know.
Hey, lady, you need to get in the green screen room while you are commenting.
But my thing is, like I said, I cannot understand. I cannot believe. It just is. I don't know, man. I can't understand how the women are bashing her. What did she do? She was the one that got cheated on. He was the one doing the cheating, but they're protecting him. They're taking up for him, and they're bashing her.
I ain't playing with you, Kendra. I was reading some of the comments late last night because a bunch of me and my friends were on Clubhouse talking about this. I saw this comment where this woman said on his post, you should definitely leave her because you need a wife that won't give you an excuse to cheat. First off, let me set all y'all straight in this world. First off, when you put that ring on your finger, you saying you'll never leave, you'll never cheat, you'll never do. There's a lot of stuff you saying you would never do. But if you got a good wife, I don't know her personally, but it looked like she's a sweet little angel. But I just think it was out of line. Also, part of that is he even told her about the women he said hello to and had sex with. So my question is this: this is what a life coach, sex life coach, all that comes to play. Are you a sex addict, sir, or what? Like, you talk about the women you said hello to. You told her about the women. So I'm just kind of puzzled by this. I'm trying to understand this. Like, and to the women that are defending him, what are your relationships like? Your personal relationships? How can you defend this man?
There's no understanding. There is no. I mean, you can't even wrap a sensible, sane mind around the fact that the women. Now, I can understand the men sitting there saying, "Okay, bro, you did what you did. You repented. You know, hopefully your wife take you back and this, that, and the third." and they start rallying around him. That is not what's going on. You have the women saying it's her fault that he felt as though he had to go out and cheat with all of these women. And it is not her fault. I mean, and I've always said a man will do what women allow them to do. So there is no way with women with their so-called women's intuition that she did not know something was going on and check them on. And even if she did, and he sat there and told bold-faced lie after bold-faced lie to cover his track, the fact of the matter, he did what he did. He was dead wrong for doing it. And for him to be a relationship guru, he should have known better. But now here's the flip of that same coin. The flip side of that same coin. The woman that put out the little information of what they were doing together.
Mm-hmm.
No one said anything about her. What is her name? Um, she she knew she was sleeping with a married man. She did it anyway. And my thing is, I think probably what went on with that whole thing that prompted her to put that video out like she did was he probably said, "Oh, I'm going to leave my wife and I'm not in love with my wife anymore." You know, all the standard things men say to get that woman in the bed when they know they married. And he didn't do it, which prompted her to be upset and put that video out there like that. You know, um, she is just as wrong as he is, and the fact that she exposed him probably in the hopes that she would get mad enough to leave him so she could slide in and pick him up. I've seen those scenarios and it's ridiculous because think about it. If a man gonna cheat on his woman and you get with you and then y'all hook up and he live that woman, what you think he gonna do to you? He's gonna cheat on you because that's what he is. He's a serial cheater. He's gonna do it again. And what makes you think you're gonna be any better than that wife that he left or she left him for cheating with you that makes you think he's not gonna do it to you? And this is man, I can't even wrap my mind around it. I can't.
So let's go to the comments. All right, so we're gonna start to the first part. I'm sorry. Males will do what they want to do. Men don't need to be checked, sir, and it's none of our business. Voting rights. I don't even know what you're talking about. Okay.
No, but see, but then whoever put that on there, they are 100% correct. It is none of our business. Whatever
It's not
goes
our
on
business,
between
right?
a man and a woman inside of that marriage is them. But
But he
he is a
made it the
public figure.
public's business when he did that
Thank you.
video.
He's a public figure, and once that lady put that information out there, he could have simply made a simple statement and say he was wrong and been done with it. That's the lady. That's the lady that put it out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, like that person said, it's none of our business. I've already said if she like it, I love it. I have no I have no I don't have a dog in this fight. So,
Absolutely. There's
I'm
no
just
dogs in this fight. However, I think at this point, and he even said something that's fact of he feels bad for the people that put him on pedestal. First off, I didn't even know who the dude was. Let me just first get that straight. But the fact that you embarrass your woman, your wife, the way you did,
yeah. I
right,
mean,
right. He's
that's
a
the only
nigga
thing
with
I'm saying.
cutting it. Now you're talking. That pays his. Here's my thing. I feel like she knew. Part two of that is not only did she know, but I feels like she knew and yet he took advantage of her knowing, or like he has a narcissistic relationship with her. But the fact that you told your mistress, your second mistress, by the way, your second mistress, that your wife is no good in bed, bruh, really? Like, bruh, this
Like
woman,
I said,
I'm gonna show this again. This woman
like,
right here put your whole business out, and then you come back to sell a book? To sell a book? All right.
look, it's like I said. You could tell the man is narcissistic by when he was making that video, he was referring to himself in the third person, like he was talking about someone else, and he was talking about himself. That those are narcissistic behaviors,
It is.
and I mean, come on, look at it the way it is. It is. You look at that whole video, and like I said, she was sitting there looking like she was afraid. I'm talking about he holding her hand, his hand on top of hers. That's the control mechanism. That's mm. And but then again, like I say, if she like it, I love it. I have no dog in that fight. I'm commenting on the public nature of it. I can care less what goes on behind the scenes
Right.
because it ain't got nothing to do with that. That's not my sister. It's not my aunt. It's not a relative of mine whatsoever. So I don't know what goes on behind the scene. I can care less what goes on behind the scene. I'm commenting on what went on publicly. This happened the public part of it. I have a comment on. I made my comment on. I made my statement. I don't put several posts up about it, and it is what it is. Now, anybody else who wants to take it on personally, hey, that's your business. I'm not. I'm just saying if I did cheat, if I was married and I cheated on my wife, I mean the first thing I would never do is embarrass her by making her sit next to me in a stand by your man moment and make a video about all these women that I slept with and everything that I've said to these women to get these women in the bed with me, including how I dogged my wife out by she not being good in bed, she's not doing this and she's not doing that. I would never force my wife to sit there next to me and endure that. I mean, she's already endured enough with the fact that she now knows that she cheated with more than one woman. And now you want to make her sit there and relive and rehash that obviously they've worked through and gotten past. But
There's a generation of men who have their own mindset. I think it's called the Red Pill Nation, and he's supposed to be a part of this genre. They are tearing into him. And before we move on, y'all, I just want it to be known that I nor D nor anybody that's affiliated condones cheating. And so we're not necessarily doing this just to put old boy on blast, but I'm doing it because I'm outraged at the fact that minutes after you did this video with your wife, you go and do another video trying to sell your books. Bruh, do you have any respect, any morals, any values about your vows or the woman that is the mother of your kids or the woman that you say you love? Do you have any morals? Oh, wait, you cheated on her, so you don't. All right,
don't have any.
D. Other news, there are talks about a possible fourth stimulus check. Have you been stimulated by Uncle Joe yet?
No, Uncle Joe hadn't stimulated me yet, but I'm patiently waiting.
Right, listen, I'm over here praying daily, singing "Past Midnight."
Well, I went to the little site that they said you can check on your check. I went to the site and I know when mine is supposed to be mailed out. So
I put this way. They say they can't find my info. Now look up, Uncle Joe. If you watching this, I voted for you, sir. Man, Uncle Joe, stimulate me, Doc. Listen, My bank account needs it. My landlord needs it.
Uncle Joe coming. Just give him some time. Uncle Joe
But
he gonna make it
there is
all right.
talks about a fourth stimulus. Let me read this real quickly, y'all. Some Democrats in the House says that the third check was more than enough and should help the economy grow back. Then there are others that are saying, "Wait, no, we need a fourth stimulus." Of course, the Honorable First Lady, Jill Biden, Dr. Jill Biden, let me put some respect on her name, will
Put some
be
respect
in
on
the
it.
state of Alabama this coming Friday to speak on the America Rescue Plan. Um, and so she'll be here this coming Friday to talk about that. President Biden, first Vice President Harris, and her husband and other members of the cabinet have all been touring to other states. Yeah, I'm looking at a clock, so y'all forgive me. We're on time strengths tonight. Her and the team have been going out talking about the rescue plan. What do you think, Fred? Do we need a fourth stimulus, or do you think the third was more than enough?
Well, I mean, people have got to understand. People are out here hurting. You have people who are used to a certain way of life, and COVID has destroyed it. COVID has taken it away. Um, Whatever it takes to get this nation back on its feet and get its people back to living some sense of normalcy, I said do it. I didn't like the fact that the Republicans said they shouldn't raise the minimum wage. The minimum wage has been what $7.25 for years, or whatever it is now. It's been that way for years. Um, and the cost of living, just average everyday living, has gone up tenfold in just what 5, 6 years. How can you expect for a person to survive making only $7.25 an hour? You can't. It's not going to happen that way. If anything, if you really want to get people back out there and stimulate the economy, and you want people to get back on their feet, at least raise the minimum wage to at least $12, $13 an hour,
Right.
because taxes and insurance just eat that money up, really does. Yeah, and some free health care, because Canada's health care is outstanding. And they really help their people as far as healthcare. The
Right.
United States here don't help their people at all as far as healthcare, because everything in this country is money motivated and money driven. And if it don't make no money, you're not going to get any. You're not going to get any kind of satisfaction, and that's sad. That's really sad. So
So,
if
all right. So, uh, as I stated, Dr. Jill Biden will be in town Friday. Yeah, I'm trying to pull up something that was just reminded for me to pull up. Um, so this coming Friday, and it is my hopes to actually be at the at live at her event. We're currently working on trying to get some passes so we can be on site with the First Lady of the United States. Um, so what? So a lot of people. There are some people who are also questioning whether or not this country that we need another shutdown. If you saw last weekend, Miami was coronavirus central. Um, what do you think, man?
I think everybody is trying to move too fast with this situation. I mean, is not gone. With all the different variants coming out, I mean, is I know everybody is tired of the house. They're tired of looking at the four walls. They're tired of looking at their spouses. They're tired of looking at their kids. They're tired of looking at TV. They wearing sweatpants and gaining weight every day. I understand all of that, but as a health thing, they really should wait till the numbers drop below a certain level. And what they call it, herd immunity,
Yeah.
this has to take place because if not, all you're going to do is have these numbers spike back up. And what went on in Miami um, and a couple of other places over the last 2 or 3 weeks is simply ridiculous because it's not gone. And these people are running around there partying and celebrating this and celebrating that and heading to the beach and all of this stuff. It's not gone. What are y'all doing? It's still here. We are still in the midst of this COVID crisis. Yeah, people are getting vaccinated, and I don't like the way the initial rollout of the vaccination process happened. But now they see the error of their ways, and I like to call him Papa Joe. Papa Joe has been ordering all of these different little vaccines for the people, and it's starting to happen at a faster pace than what it was before. But it's still going to take some time. I mean, you got to let people get their first and their second shot, and give it some time after that second shot to come in for it to actually take effect. Because people have to remember when you get the flu shot and you call yourself trying to go out, I have my flu shot. And then you mess around and go out there and come in contact with somebody that got the flu. You're still gonna get it because your body hadn't had a chance and had the time to develop all of the antibodies that need to have to fight off whatever invades it. You got to give the body time, and they're not given time. That right there is just a petri dish of disease.
Can
That
you
right there.
count how many people have masks on? I see only two, three that have masks.
I and that's it. And that's it. Everybody else is out there just freestyling. They right there raw dogging it, and it's just crazy. I mean, you can't sit there and do that and expect that this is going to go away. It's not going to go away like that.
Definitely. Let's bring your co-host in. I think she's ready now. You ready? All right, Bianca. So what do you think, man?
I'm
Like,
ready.
I mean, Miami was a super spreader this past weekend. Spring break is in full effect in some areas. I like how you and Fred decided to go get game chairs, and nobody offered to buy me one. But no, this is what Miami looked like this past weekend. What do you think?
That's Corona all day. Listen, you people are getting comfortable with not wearing a mask because certain states are open. However, COVID is still out here. The flu is still out here. You got all these other listen, it's allergy season. Like you got all these other things going on. So the fact that you felt so comfortable enough to be in Miami right now, just freestyling it, no.
Not to mention
Listen,
here in the state of Alabama, our state opens back up April 9th. Um,
mhm.
I, I'm still going to be wearing my mask. Fred, what about you?
Yeah, I'm wearing my mask. I'm not going to take any chances. I mean, because I haven't even gotten my first shot yet. So,
Okay.
and
I haven't
you
either.
got people, you got
Me either.
underlying issues like I have asthma. So, I take very, very, very strong precautions about what I do
Definitely.
because that is an underlying disease, underlying
Mhm.
factor that will cause, if I was to ever get COVID-19, it would wreak havoc in my body.
Um,
So I take precautions.
Mhm.
definitely. Before we go to our next
I
story,
still
y'all,
wear my mask everywhere that I go.
you leave your house? I ain't know you leave your house. I thought you like being stuck in the house.
I wouldn't take
How I
that.
get my red cup if I don't leave the house?
We got
So,
that red cup. We coming.
Miss
We
Bishop,
coming.
Miss Bishop said, "Can you give us an introduction of one?" Listen, um, I'm gonna let you do your own introduction, brother. Give your introduction. Who you is?
Who you talking to?
You don't know who you are? Paul. Bianca, would you please introduce your co-host?
Oh, you
This
talking to
is
me?
yes.
Who else? Who else on this screen with that name? That name right there. Who else?
Mm-mm-mm.
Pay no attention to me.
Go ahead, B.
Listen, this is my co-host, Dewan. We have the Red Cup Talk coming soon. He's an amazing individual. Listen, me and Juan, we cut up a lot. Okay, we have a lot of fun. We definitely like to entertain Josh. Keep him on his P's and Q's, up on his toes at all times. But yeah, this is
One
an
is
amazing individual.
one lives here in Alabama. One is also single, ladies. He's single, mingling,
Single as a dollar bill, baby.
ready to be tangled. So
Not the dollar bill.
A
he's single
whole
as a
dollar
dollar
bill.
bill. You remember that song, "Last $2"? He that last dollar for the jukebox. My brother
Not
here,
the last $2.
my brother here needs to. He that last dollar for the jukebox. So that
I
is
am.
what one is. All right, y'all. So one last thing to kind of hit on hot topics. Hopefully, our special guest will hit on here before we get ready to head out. Um, for it, I think one this kind of hits home for us here in Birmingham, Alabama. Bamazon, baby. We are working closely to help the RWDSU along with the AFL-CIO and other union organizations to help the men and women that work at Amazon become unionized. And we just want them to know that the unions are on your side. I'm a proud member of supporting the unions and working with unions. And so we're on the side of helping Amazon become unionized. Fred, what do you think, man?
I mean, unions are great. I mean, when they function properly, unions are great. I mean, because Alabama, what a lot of
I
people do
agree.
not understand, and a lot of people don't know, Alabama is a right to work state, which means you can do
At will,
the
yeah, yeah.
best job at will or whatever it is. You can work and do everything that you're supposed to do, and someone can even they could just simply make an allegation of you not doing something, and you can be fired, and it's well within the company's rights. Now, I know several people that work out there at the Amazon warehouse, and the way they work is wow, it is crazy. I mean, it is crazy, and because I have a my my daughter has a roommate that works out there. Now, this young lady is in college, and she's working at the warehouse. She goes in at 6 o'clock in the evening. She gets off at 5 o'clock in the morning. She's a college student, and that is an amazing amount of hours for a person who is going to college, taking full credit hours in college, and working a 12-hour shift like that. That is I can't even fathom that. And and she tells me about the little breaks and whatnot that they are supposed to get. Sometimes they get them, sometimes they don't, and they have no one to speak up for them. And that union, if they vote that union in, that union will put a stop to a lot of the stuff that they do at that warehouse that we don't know
Yeah.
about publicly,
And a
that
lot of
we don't
people
know about
will
because
lose
we're
their
not there.
jobs too, because them
Yeah,
unions come in like enforcers, and they defend their people that are in their union, and they go hard for them. I have been in a union before, and I've had trouble at the job that I was at, but let me tell you about the union. Okay, they stood in for me. Like, they really, really support their workers, and so that's really important. Because some people, life happens all the time. So, some people, they have life happening and, they can't make it to work, or just say they're late, for instance, or, just something is going on. You know what I mean? The union can be their backbone.
Mm-hmm.
Right, and we support our men and women who are at Amazon. We support all unions. I want that to be known that we support all unions, and we've been out there. We've been out there working. And this pays no tax. Right. Listen, Jeff pays no taxes. That man don't. The CEO don't pay not a red cent.
Nope.
Don't pay not nothing. We're gonna leave that alone. All right, support them. I'll be sharing with y'all when we do some stuff. Last few minutes of hot topics before our special guest comes up. Y'all, I'm excited. She's my official DJ when she's not trying to be uppity, but we'll bring her up in just a second. We got one last hot topic, and this is what I'm gonna do. Fred, it is up to you if you want to touch on this or hold off on it. But Birmingham pension, do we talk about it or do we hold off?
Oh, that's a real hot topic. You might want to bring your guest on because I got a lot to say.
All right, so we got a special episode coming up Friday. As a matter of fact, you guys, Fred, are you available?
I probably won't be. I'm going out of town.
That's right. You are supposed to be going. And so yeah. We'll be coming back with that soon because I want to discuss that because that's a heavy issue that is currently hitting in the city of Birmingham, and I know you got some insight. I'm gonna slip my
Josh. Can I just speak on one thing really quickly? I want to speak on this Derek Jackson situation. Being that I'm married, listen, let me tell you something.
Lord, she wants to rewind. Hold on. We finna rewind back for a second,
you
y'all.
Let me speak.
Well, ma'am, we brought you on camera and you disappeared on us. But let's talk about this clown real quick. Go ahead.
Listen, I'm in full mommy mode at the time too. So anyway, Derek Jackson, he could have never had me sitting there looking like a total fool. His wife looked like a whole clown.
Hey.
The way he held your hand.
Hey. Be nice.
Listen, I'm not going to be disrespectful. I'm going to be very nice. But he could have never just held my hand in that kind of way. Like, he knew something was coming. He just didn't know what. And he definitely did not want to, kind of like tip the tea.
He woke that woman up and say, come downstairs and hold my hand. I'm telling you, this is my belief. I want to say this is my opinion, not the show's, not anybody else's. But he's a narcissist. And I think that he controls so much of her that she feels she's lost herself since they've been married. So there's no personality anymore. Once again, we don't have a dog in this fight. But brother, when you bring your personal home stuff to the public, everybody got something to say.
Absolutely.
So you telling me Aunt couldn't hold your hand, sit on the couch, and just apologize?
Never. Not a cold day in AT double hockey sticks ever.
Listen, not only that, but
Oh no, thank you.
I mean, it's just
he could never. Because that's embarrassing. Like, you got to think how embarrassing that she looked. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know you're embarrassed. Like, you feel like, oh, okay, well, I don't have common sense in this situation, and I'm just going to, accept whatever he gives me. However, he out here preaching a whole, don't put up with this from a man. Don't put up with that from a man. And you a whole hypocrite, and you out here doing the same thing that you talking about don't do.
All right,
I'm
going
to tell you that right now. He could never.
We're gonna play this because we're waiting. We waiting on.
She upset, man.
We waiting on DJ Viva, but until she gets here, I want to share this video with y'all. This is a video from the wife. All right, this is the wife. Now our mics. Y'all mute your mics. I'm gonna keep y'all up on screen. Mute your mics. We're gonna play this for you guys because I just want y'all to listen to her words. Okay, listen to her words. Get your red cup. Yeah, get your red cup. Fred said he ain't got it. Hold on. I'm trying to get this together. Hold on. Listen to this in its entirety. Hopefully y'all can hear it.
Hey world, this is Danae Jackson here. Here to answer a question. I keep on getting this question. Why now? Did Derek beat you and drag you to save him? Well, first let me say that only Jesus Christ can save Derek. Okay, only Jesus can save him. He has already done that. And now Derek is laying in the bed that he made with the actions that he took. And the only person that saved him from that and can save him from it is Jesus Christ. I can't do anything, say anything to do that. His actions were his actions, and unfortunately, other people decided that they wanted to take whatever they wanted to do and do in run with that. But no weapons formed against us shall prosper on that piece. Why am I speaking now? I've come to confront the issue that says you cannot be healed, that it takes this amount of time for you to be healed, that you have to be depressed, have anxiety, hide your face, you once a cheater, always a cheater, you are this and we are this and we are that. You can never overcome this situation. There's always someone better. Well, those are lies from the pit of hell. Well, it's because what we don't understand is that there is a spiritual war going on. So though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh. So when we understand it and we understand the things that are behind the action and the behavior, then we know that, hey, there is a spiritual battle that is going on, and I've come to confront and to reveal the plot and the scheme of the enemy that says you cannot have this, you cannot be healed, you cannot be set free, you have to stay in bondage, you have to leave, you have to divorce X, Y, Z, and the third because of this thing. Well, you do not have to do those things. Just because something is dead does not mean it cannot be resurrected by the blood of Jesus Christ, by the resurrection power of Jesus Christ. And that is what he did in our situation. So I've come to testify. I've come to be a witness to you. I've come.
All right. Hold the phone.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on for 1 second. Listen, to the comment that just came across about talking about what a woman won't do, let me tell you something. I have been through crazy things. We talking about abuse. We talking about all yes, Bishop. So I have been through a crazy things as a married woman. Mind you, I've been married for 11 years. So it has been a lot of time. However, I've prayed my way through so many things. Let me tell you what today Bianca will not tolerate is something like that. Because first of all, you don't even know if she's mentally strong to handle the whole situation of what's going on right now. Of course, like you said, don't nobody know what's going on behind closed doors. I agree, because you don't know what's going on. At the same time, we don't know her strength levels of what he's doing or what he's saying to her to make her believe certain things, or you just never know. However, for myself, absolutely not, and I stand on that. I done
So
prayed my way through too many days to not stand on something.
okay, so don't make it personal for a second. I hear what you're saying. Don't make it personal. Well, let's bring back for a second. What she just said on that video, I'm going to ask this question again. Who is she trying to convince? Herself, the public, or Jesus himself? Somebody explain that to me. Then we can keep this going.
I don't know who she's trying to convince, but I know she's giving justification. That's what it sounds like to me. I mean, people pull out Bible scriptures for whatever they're trying to justify or get done. And yeah, I understand where she's coming from as far as all the little scriptures she pulled out. And I mean, but like I said earlier, that's their marriage. I don't know what's going on behind closed doors in their marriage. I don't care what's going on behind closed doors in their marriage. If she likes what has happened to her, and she said in that video, and I know she had to know everything else that was going on up until that point. If she likes it, I love it. I'm not commenting on the marriage part of it. I comment on the public part of it.
Right.
This guy made a living. He made a living off of telling women what they should and should not take in a relationship. He made a living of saying what real men will do and will not do. And all the while, he was going out doing what he was preaching against.
So part of that is, I hear you, but his numbers are about to go up only because now most women are finna think, oh, he a dog. He thinking like a dog and he telling us this. We need to listen. Because that's basically what now the mindset is going to be.
Yeah, I mean, like I said earlier, these women are protecting him and dogging her. I don't understand that. I mean, I don't understand how they can sit there and do that. This man made a whole fool out of anyone who was listening to him. He made a whole fool out of him. He was sitting there saying this, that, and the third, giving women advice. It's just like how women get those a few years back was listening to Steve Harvey with the 90-day rule. You don't know how a relationship goes. And he was talking. He told me, "Well, I'm talking from experience because I done had a marriage that broke up and everything." Okay, yeah, you know what you did wrong and what you did right in your marriage, and you know why your marriage busted up. You don't know the dynamics of another person's marriage. I mean, I know people who are married that have open marriages. I know people who are in relationships that have open relationships. And but they come to that understanding that that is what they're going to do. And even in those open marriages and those open relationships, there are rules of engagement. And obviously, whatever is going on inside of this marriage, they have both come to a mutual agreement of what is acceptable and what is not acceptable. And for us, John Q. Public, we really have nothing to say. We can make comments, we can make posts, we can have discussions, we can have arguments, but at the end of the day, it boils down to two people, Derek Jackson and his wife. And if they are happy and they are comfortable with what has transpired, what may transpire, what will transpire, no one has anything to say. But like I say, this is a publicity stunt. All of it is because your business is selling books. You're in the business of selling you, and you messed up. So now, what are you going to do? Now you got to be in the business of repenting to resell you. So of course he's going to sit there and start peddling his new book. That book has gone to print. That book has to get off the shelves. And this bombshell coming out now, you got to use this bombshell to sell your books. And like you said, he made a living off of selling people something that was trash. He has no credibility. And for what little credibility he had before this situation transpired, it is now gone. He's trying to get that credibility back. And I guarantee you, it's not going to be the men that's going to put him back where he was prior. It's going to be the women. The females are going to do it because they want to believe in something so bad. They want to believe in him. They want to believe that this former dog who repented and is now doing good, they want to believe it's going to happen. I don't even know of any other way to put it than the fact that he was selling people a bill of goods that he couldn't produce. And I made a statement prior on another episode that we did. Pimps in the pulpit. He is basically pimping women. He's pimping women and playing on their insecurities, and they're going to pay him. I guarantee you, they're going to pay him.
All right. So we're gonna pause on this, y'all. If y'all want to continue this, Fred will be on Moses with the Motivator Facebook page. Comments, y'all can talk to him there. All right, Fred, thank you so much, man, for spending the time with us. You stick in the green room, don't go nowhere. All right. Really? Okay. I'm gonna leave that alone. All right, y'all. I'm excited. I'm excited to have this next person with me, y'all. She is like, she my little sister, but she my big sister. He my big brother, but he my little brother. But I love them both dearly, y'all. They are my favorite DJs. They are my official DJs whenever I get a chance to do an event. And usually we have to use other great DJs in the city of Birmingham. But they are known as the power couple of DJing. She's DJ Viva. He's the Diva. And he is DJ Amp. So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the show, the power couple. What up, y'all?
What's up?
What up, big bro?
But that was a good intro. I like that.
On top.
So y'all, real quickly, I'm excited to have you guys with us tonight. We know that you guys got a DJing gig later on tonight, but first, let's dive into this. Tell everybody how you guys met.
That's a funny story. So listen, okay, so we met at the Fox Truck. Everybody knows the Fox Truck is. We met at the Fox Truck. I was the bartender though, so remember that I was not a stripper. I was the bartender, and he was working for 95.7.
Yeah, that is true. You know, just in there and happen to bump into each other. And actually, I approached her.
It wasn't a happen. It was Miss Cat had to happen. That's what happened. Miss Cat is the foundation of our relationship. That's how that goes. She put us together.
Rest in peace, big sis.
Yeah, she put us together. So, and it's been here from then on. Yeah, I can't hear nothing nobody saying. Where did he go? Where he
Can't hear that.
Okay.
I'm here. I was making sure that y'all giving out your story. So you guys have become a power couple when it comes to DJing. What is it that you guys learned in this game of being DJs and being a couple? How do you separate the two?
It's hard. It's real hard to do.
Yeah, it's definitely hard. It's definitely hard them days where we have back-to-back gigs and stuff like that, and I still have a 9 to 5, so I still have to get up early in the morning. I'm trying to say, I'm like, hey, I got to get some sleep. I got to be up in the morning and do this, and she's still hyping, talking about club stuff and still running down different mixes and stuff, and then vice versa too. She'll be trying to chill and do her thing, and I'll be sitting there with headphones in, going over some stuff. She'll be like, TJ, are you listening? So, I mean, it's definitely hard, but I mean, we try to balance it out the best way that we can, and just try to do our thing, keep everything pushing. How you feel?
I mean,
you over there dabbing your face like you a preacher's wife. You finna be Derrick Jack's woman. You Derrick Jack's woman. You finna tell your story. What's going on?
Let me tell you, TJ done turned on every light in this house, baby. Talking about he want to have it lit. Okay, it's lit. I'm burning up here.
Now let me tell y'all about these two here. I love them to death. Like if I could invest in anybody, it would be these two here because they've been watching with me from day one. They put up with my foolishness. They put up with my last minute booking. But they are my people, and their girls are like my nieces, y'all. Those are my babies. I would do anything for them. So I'm grateful that you guys spending the time with me. I know you guys have to DJ tonight, and I really got some grilling questions for y'all. So y'all gonna have to come back. But
you can give us at least 2 or 3 on. We here for it.
I'm gonna give you some. Oh no! I'm finna grill your little butts real quick. I'm finna grill you. Y'all ain't getting off scotch free. What? First off, what kind of vibe do you guys usually go for when it's time to DJ? Because you guys have DJed pretty much most of all my events. What is usually your vibe?
Well, you know what? That's the good thing about us. When we DJ together, you get 2 different vibes. It's like you literally getting 2 different DJs because my vibe is never gonna be his vibe when he DJ, and his vibe is never gonna be my vibe when I DJ. So if I start off DJing the gig and I'm finna go and take a break, he just gonna pick up where I left off. See what I'm saying? So he gotta pick up from my vibe and keep on going. He might take that vibe up, he might take it down, but when I come back, I gotta hit that vibe. You see what I'm saying? So that's the good thing about us.
Yeah, I definitely do think like just sometimes I have different vibes. A lot of times put on the complete show. Like she said, like sometimes like her go to get in the mood to DJ thing. Like she'll listen to a lot of Boots and Webby.
Yeah, I'm ratchet like that.
I'm the complete opposite. Even though being born down here in Alabama, I listen to a lot of up north stuff. So like she always joke and say, "I swear you from New York and you here."
He literally like Pop Smoke. I can't get from listening to Pop Smoke at all. Like this is the Pop Smoke household. You know what I'm saying? So as to what I listen to other things, I'm very universal with my music. You might hear me listening to some Stevie Wonder one day, and right after that Stevie Wonder song, you might hear me listening to Cardi B. Oh, him is just straight Pop Smoke on the playlist. Man, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, I'm from the streets, man. You know how I do, man. I gotta keep it street. But nah, though, definitely I have different vibes, though. We try to play off each other, bounce off each other, So it worked, opposites attract. So, Now
you guys talked about, you DJing and you guys have 9 to 5. How do you balance, days where if you got to work, somebody's got to go DJ, right? So do y'all like heads and tail? Like, what's up? How do y'all do that?
I mean, we just got to keep, like, say he got to be at work at a certain time. Like in the morning, he got to be at work at 6. Me, 4. 4 o'clock in the morning. He got to be at work at 4. We got a DJ tonight. So he just going to pull an all-nighter. Most of the times we'll pull an all-nighter. So, you might see us DJing at that club, and then by the time we leave that club, we shooting it right on to work. You see what I'm saying? So,
I put it like this. Sometimes if y'all see me on the weekend, I probably hadn't been to sleep since Friday morning.
Yeah, it's a lot.
And I'll probably go back to sleep Sunday night. So it's a grind, trust me. But you got to sacrifice, you got to grind to get to where you want to be. You got to sacrifice, you got to grind to reach your dreams and everything.
We'll sleep when we make it.
I want to say like my off night is probably like Monday, Tuesday.
Yeah, it's a whole odd night.
Gotcha. All right, so tonight y'all are DJing. Tell everybody where y'all DJing at tonight. They live in Birmingham.
Tonight we gonna be at Dollars on 3rd. Y'all already know where I be at.
It's
gonna be jumping. We changed the name from that Wednesday thing we went for last time to JJ's Wednesday. Now long live JJ. We gonna make sure we turn up for him. This gonna be the first night that we had this back since the virus, because we got closed on Wednesdays for the virus. So We about to turn back up every Wednesday at Dollars. And y'all need the address 1584 Bessemer Road, right across from Bad Boys Entertainment.
And we are still practicing social distancing. Bring your mask. You know, we gotta keep protecting ourselves and keep our mask up just to curb the spread and everything too. So
don't let them folks tell y'all to take them masks off. Keep the mask on.
It's definitely not.
Right. Wear your mask. Do me a favor. Tell the owner that he owes me a pool game.
Yeah.
I'm personally calling them out.
He owe me one too. Don't worry about it.
Both of these guys will be at our April 3rd Spring Fling pop-up shop. DJ, so you're going to get both vibes.
Yeah, you're going to get both vibes.
On that day. God help us.
And I got an event coming up. It's gonna probably be in March, but I'm gonna throw another artist showcase. The last one went off without a hitch. We had it at the spot. It was a couple of years ago, and it went off without a hitch. We had it on 420. So for all the artists out there that's listening and watching, I'm about to put another artist showcase back up. It's gonna be in March, so y'all make sure y'all hit my inbox about it and be looking out for the info.
June 13th is the Stiff Day Car and Bike Show in Decatur, Alabama. I'm trying to book V and Amp, but you know they divas and they celebrities, so I gotta.
I'm trying to put.
But we got a big showcase going on that day there. We got a big showcase going on there. We go in cash, a recording session, and an interview. So yeah, we're definitely working on that. I'm putting it in their ear right now, so they can be pondering over all that. June 13th. See, that's how you know she handles the schedule because he's like, hey. Yeah. All right, y'all. Well,
he's trying to put a car in it. Anyway,
hey, look, you need to give me detail for the car and bike show. You know what I'm saying?
We'll be there.
But sis, I love y'all to death. I know y'all got a gig, and we've been trying to get y'all on for a minute. We got to do a night where you guys are gonna have to DJ live on the show.
Yeah, definitely, man.
We're gonna make that happen next. But our time is far spent. And I'm gonna make this up, y'all, because I want y'all to do a full interview. Because some people ask me to ask some hard hitting questions, but because of time, we got to do this on another day. All right.
Okay.
Right. I appreciate that. There's DJ Viva and DJ Amp. Y'all show them some love. How do they reach out to y'all, real quick?
Oh, my DJ page is at DJ Viva the Diva. His DJ page.
He handles the sketch because he like go over that.
I got to. So my Instagram is BlazianBaby4 on Instagram. His is DJ _ Amp _ 205.
Yes.
Yeah. And my Facebook is DJ Viva the Diva. His is DJ Amp. So hit us up.
So one, that's who we need to get for our party. All right, when we do this outside cookout, we need to get them.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, 2 different vibes. It's gonna be live. Y'all already know.
Yes.
Definitely. Hey, bro. Hey, sis, love y'all dearly. Thank y'all so much.
All right,
appreciate it, big bro.
All right, y'all. Hey, that's Dollar. Make sure you're there tonight. I may be making an appearance there tonight, so y'all go ahead, stop through.
Yeah.
All right. All right, y'all. Appreciate it. All right, Fred, our time is far spent. Brother, give us a motivative moment real quick so we can get out of here.
Listen, I tell you what, we didn't get a chance to touch on it tonight, but we spoke about it. Birmingham city employees and their pension. Listen, it is not fair what they're going to force these people to do. They want them to contribute more money. They're not getting raises. In the midst of this COVID stuff, they're not getting extra hours. Not everybody, because you have people who work out at the Crossplex that work those events. They get those extra hours. It's not fair what is going to be happening to these people. Being a former city employee, I have all types of animosity. And I mean, I'm not going to put it all here like that tonight, but yeah. If you see somebody working in khaki, show them some love, because they sure not getting it from the city of Birmingham right now.
Definitely, brother. So thank you so much for that. Yeah, we'll have more on this. I'm the Motivator, Joshua J. Raby. That's one. We'll see you guys next time right here on Most with the Motivator. Peace.
Deuces.